Hello and welcome back. In today's video I'm gonna make this microphone powered by 48 volt phantom power. I have here an old device made for iPhone 4 and 4S for recording, field recording, and I will use the capsules from inside. And to make this microphone you need these two capsules, two XLR connectors and two resistors and some wires. It has some very nice capsules inside. I will remove this rubber. Under we have the screws. This is the inside. Two more screws for the capsules. I found on a Japanese Twitter X post like a tutorial kind of, and with a link with a page that I will display in a few seconds, about a modification with this unit and with two wires, three wires and a resistor and a Schottky diode, something like this. He managed to transform it into a audio interface with this USB connector, and it has some explanation with the pins that has to be connected, and of course it's in Japanese, but with Google Translate, like here you can see already translated the page. There are some informations with some image. It's the same device, but there are two with XY microphones and AB. I had before also the AB, but I lost it after recording. I lost it somewhere, it just disappeared. And here you can see his details about being recognized in Windows. I'm not sure about the Macintosh, but this can be adapted probably to be used like this. But in this case I don't need for this kind of like an audio interface with I can connect the microphones to the existing audio interface that I have and use it like that to be stereo. And I will use the capsules, and first I will make a small circuit with a single capsule, and then I will construct using this upper part. I will make like a XY assembly with XLR connectors that can be used on a Tascam recorder or something like that. Any recorder with XLR inputs can be used. These are sold very cheaply online as well. People are not using them anymore because they are not compatible. The software is not working anymore and is not present and not recognized by the phone. I know it's working for the iPhone, and I used it, but kind of the battery kind of died, and I tried to make like an update, and I was unable with the original battery, and I had some replacement battery because it's very hard to find like an original one, and if you find it, it's kind of old, and a lot of Chinese sellers are selling them to be original, but they are not original, and it gives you like an error when you try to update, and I was unable to update. I have 3 phones. One it's in use, my mom is using like an iPhone 4S, and it's working alright for her, just for calling and timer and some basic things. And other ones later I will use them, I don't know, for something like this. I remember that I still have some devices like a camera trigger, also this recorder, and FM transmitter for the car stereo, that you can send the audio if you don't have like an auxiliary input or something like that. And I have auxiliary input, and I don't really use it anymore, and I decided kind of to let them go. I don't know in the future what I can do with them, probably to sell them for parts online. I don't know, some people want to have them, I don't know exactly, but I still have 2 phones kind of not working and one working. I intend to buy a Tascam field recorder. It's a new one with 2 channels and kinda nice, and I want to use it also to record on it in the studio. It acts like a sound card as well, and I will see in the future, but right now I will use this device, which is very cheap, like 10-12 pounds. You can buy one right now on eBay. People are not using them anymore, and they have these very nice capsules. I don't know exactly what model or brand or something like that, but I know they are very sensitive, and I used to record very nice things with it, with the app. The app is not present anymore on the App Store, so it's kind of impossible. So here I'm using the capsules, and I solder on the ground and with a cold pin resistor. You can see it in the image. And now I will solder the wires to the capsule. A little bit later I will show you exactly the soldering points, but now is the first test. And this is the recording. The gain is very loud, very much. I'm removing some gain. This is the gain. No pop filter or something like this is very sensitive to any maybe This will be the pop filter. But the microphone is working, and it's quite quiet, but it needs some pop filter protection, otherwise it's very sensitive to any kind of noise or blow. Just a small breath on it will be, now I'm talking off on the side to not pop into it, but inside these capsules maybe I will remove the plastic and insert the wires into the original thing and use it as a Y-axis microphone and mount into a portable recorder, and with two XLR I can record in stereo mode without buying extra microphones. These capsules are very sensitive. They were made to be used to record ambient sound, and I remember I recorded very nice, very well. It's true that there were the software and a lot of controls, but with a portable recorder you have the same, and some portable recorders are not coming with microphones. Tascam, which is more like a field recorder, plays this one and to be a recorder for you. A field recorder with the microphones as well. Quite sensitive, is very low, lot of gain. If I remove a little bit -6 to pick on -6, I have better noise to signal ratio, and this is the microphone pretty much. Not a lot of bass, but nice. So all that part was recorded with that little capsule with a resistor on it, and that's all with phantom power from a mixer. And the mixer is very old, my first mixer ever that I had in 2000, even earlier, like yeah, something like 2000. My first mixer, it's a Soundcraft Spirit Folio 12 channels. I'm still using it right now on this recording, and it's very quiet, very nice. I'm looking into preamp, but I tried few, and for this microphone still the noise floor is very high, and I will use for now what I have, and I'm happy with this. And I think the field recorder that I plan to use, I will use it as well for future recordings. Now I removed the caps from the sides. They are just like a stick into place, and they have on that sides a screw on each side, and the plastic will be removed. Everything can be assembled back. I'm using two connectors, Neutrik connectors, silver plated, the best money can buy. The resistors can be 33 kilo ohms or 27 or something in these lines. Disassembling the previous one, the test circuit. I trim a little bit the legs to enter into the connector to be like the other one. Now both are soldered, and I will prepare the wires. These wires are studio grade cables, 3 wires inside. They are used for consoles and multi-core. They are from multi-core cables, Mogami. The capsule, and I will show you the wiring. Two of these contacts are connected. These two connected together. I made here 2 little holes, will be for the cables to go out. Here will be more visible how I solder, and in few seconds I will solder, removing the old ones. So zoomed in, preparing the tabs with fresh solder. Connect the number 3 with number 1. These capsules for sure can be used in different ways, and they are more complex circuits, but this is the most simple, and I found it to be very nice. In some cases can be added like a capacitor, electrolytic one, and together with the resistor will act like a RC filter, but in this case I want the full range and everything this can provide. Soldering the wires. for first one. It was a little bit tricky to get them in, but with patience and a little bit of bending of the wires, I managed to do it. After several attempts. So they are in, I'm putting the caps, and this is the all together. What remains is to solder the connectors and everything is ready. The caps, the glue is still sticky, just to cover the sides, can be glued better. I kinda hate to break something that it's working, but in this case I'm kinda sure that I will not use the iPhone anymore. It's just for this record. I kept it just for this microphone, but now I am transforming it and I will use it in a different way. Those wires are together on the capsule as well, so there are two wires, you need two wires, not three. The ground is the wrapping around. This cable have a very nice screening all around and very kind of soft rubbery feeling. Like I said, they are used on professional cables. And go meters and meters for studios, and despite they are kind of thin, but are not really thin, the same size of gauge, they are in even more thick cables, but the sheet around is thicker than these ones. These usually are braided, but in this case I just keep them like this because they are more easy to handle. The wires can be also shorter. I will see in the future maybe shorter. It depends how the connectors are. My intention is to use 3 microphones. This one to be for stereo image and a shotgun microphone in the center, and to have like a better image when I go in a place to capture the ambience of the place. This is kind of the last stage where I'm closing the connectors. Plenty room even to place a capacitor inside. And this is the final design, so to speak. And I will make like a little test with the stereo image. My headphones close, left, right, very sensitive microphones, and very low input required, gain required. This will be tested furthermore a little bit later with a field recorder, but for now this is the setup. In the mixer I have the phantom power on, one fader up and right fader up, left fader up, and panning hard right, hard left, and you set the gain equally for the left and right. And that's all, folks. The microphone is working. Will be a next follow-up video with more testing outside somewhere, recording actually with it. Now was suspended in my, I have a mixer on the wall for recording, and it's kind of hard to reach it, and I had to record what you heard kind of further away from it, but it's working left, right, and for now it will be like this. So this is for now, and see you next time with the test.